Welcome back, children. Sai Ram. How are you all? I hope you all are fine and happy at your homes. Are you all studying? Completing your work on time? Very good. So children, today we are going to start new chapter from social studies. Before that, I want to catch your attention towards the history, towards the past of India. As you all know that recently, 1 day back, we have celebrated 74th Independence Day. I would like to wish you a very happy Independence Day. And now coming back to the chapter, do you know what is the meaning of independence? Independence means freedom. And why we are celebrating Independence Day? Because now we are free from any rule. Who rule on India? Who rule on us? In past time, British, right? Britishers rule on India. Everybody is aware about this, right? So, do you know why they came to India? Because that time India was a very rich country, rich in spices, rich in gold, pearl, silk, and so many other things. India is very rich. So different people from different countries came to India for trading. But soon they started fighting with each other for the biggest share. But in that, the British people captured India, and slowly they captured the most of the parts in India and also of other countries. The British took the advantage and slowly they controlled over India. And for long years they have a control over India. But few reformers came ahead and fight for the freedom of India. They fought, that's why today we are free. Today we are enjoying the freedom. Today means we are celebrating Independence Day. We are celebrating independent India, isn't it? So here comes our next chapter, which is the struggle for independence. Chapter number 19, the struggle for independence. The struggle for independence. I would like to give you a brief about before revolt of 1857. What happened before the revolt? Yes, many small revolt took place. Not exactly revolt, but the dissatisfaction among the people. Dissatisfaction among the people. From whom? From British. Whether it is a small revolt by Mangal Pandey, whether Tatya Tope, Rani Lakshmi Bai, Nana Sahab, Bahadur Shah Zafar, these all, because of their bravery, they fought with Britishers. Due to this, although they failed, but due to this, the other people, the general mass, inspired from their bravery. Then these things help the people in realizing the value of independence, the value of freedom, the injustice by British rule. This is all before the revolt of 1857. So children, when you see the struggle of independence, struggle for Indian independence before revolt of 1857, it was considered as first war for independence. Okay. So some educated Indians, means people also getting education. So some educated Indians had realized that there were several social ills in the Indian society. Social ills means outdated customs, outdated rules, outdated customs, values, which were the evil or ills for the Indian society, which is not letting the Indian society to in its progress. Understanding? Some educated Indians had realized that there were several social ills in the Indian society. Now let's see what are the social ills. So here are the main 4 social ills in Indian society. First is caste system. Second, killing of female babies. Third, sati pratha. Fourth, child marriage. In caste, people divide themselves, and which is not good for the society. Means you cannot treat someone that you cannot come to our temple. This is our temple. You are not allowed because you belong to this caste. You are not supposed to enter in our temple. You are not supposed to use the common well. Right? This is not a good way. Alright? Second, killing female babies. If you don't have mother, if a female baby is killed in mother's womb, then how a society progress? When there is no female, how the society progress? Whom do you call mother? Whom do you call sister? Right? This is also a very bad thing for the society. Sati pratha. Sati pratha means when any lady's husband, when any woman's husband died due to any reason, that widow also supposed to be sit on the fire. In sati pratha, the widow is not allowed to live. This is also a very bad evil for the society. Child marriage. Next is child marriage. As the name say, the marriage of small children. Some educated Indians realize that there were several social evils in the Indian society which needs to be changed for the progress of Indian society. What are these? These are caste system, killing of female baby, sati pratha or sati, and child marriage. These are the 4 main social ills in the Indian society. Some educated Indians fought against the evils that divided the Indian society and made it backward. So they realized that the removal of these outdated customs from the society for the progress of Indian society. What are the outdated customs? Just we have studied child marriage, sati pratha, caste system, killing of female babies. These all are the outdated customs of the society. So there is a need to remove all these social evils to gain the freedom, to gain the independence. First we have to remove these outdated customs from the society. Only then it will help in the progress of the society. And this could be done only by educating the people of India. This could be done only by educating the people of India. If people are educated, then they don't divide the people into caste according to their caste. When people are educated, they won't kill their baby, they won't kill their female babies. When people are educated, they will not force the widows to go for sati. When people are educated, they would not force their children for marriage, right? All these things can only be happen by educating the people of India. So here are some social reformers who helped in removing all these outdated customs from the society. First one is Raja Ram Mohan Roy. Raja Ram Mohan Roy. Second, Ishwar Chand Vidyasagar. Ishwar Chand Vidyasagar. Dayanand Saraswati. Savitri Phule and Syed Ahmed Khan. These are some social reformers: Raja Ram Mohan Roy, Ishwar Chand Vidyasagar, Dayanand Saraswati, Savitri Bai, Syed Ahmed Khan. These all are the social reformers who fought against these outdated customs. So these social reformers fought against the evil in the Indian society. These evil practices divided the country, divided the Indian society and made it backward. So these are the social reformers who fought against the social evils in the society. Okay? Now the rise of nationalism, the revolt of 1857 made Indians realize the injustice of British and the value of freedom, the value of independence. How? Who were the most affected people? Who realized the injustice of British? Who realized the value of freedom? Which were those people? Come on, think. Those Indians who were educated. Who were educated. The educated Indians affect the most. They realize the injustice by the British rule on them, and they also understood the value of freedom, right? The educated people become more and more unhappy due to the injustice done by British rule. So as educated people are becoming dissatisfied with the rule, they slowly they realize the value of freedom, that this is our country, not the country of British, right? When people getting education, only then they realizing all these things. Educated Indians and some Englishmen who supported them and came together to form the Indian National Congress in 1885. Some educated Indians and some Englishmen who supported them, and came together to form Indian National Congress in 1885. the first session of the Indian National Congress held in Bombay. After that, it met different cities every year, means the meeting held in different cities every year. The first meeting of Indian National Congress was held in Bombay, which is currently Mumbai. At first, they did not raise the question of freedom. At first, their main goal is not freedom. Their main question is not freedom. Their main demand was to lead more freedom and better life under British rule. Their main demand was to bring reforms so that Indians could live free and better life. Okay, they are not demanding for freedom. Their only demand for reform, so that Indians could lead more free and better life. This is a picture of members of Indian National Congress at its first meeting in 1885, and where this meeting took place. It took place in Bombay. These are educated Indians with some Englishmen who supported that Britishers are doing unfair with us, right? So they came together and formed Indian National Congress in 1885, and the first meeting was held in Bombay. And they didn't raise the question of freedom. They want better life under British rule. Some main leaders were Dadabhai, Gopal Krishna Gokhale and Vomesh Chandra. They were referred as moderators. Okay, they were the main leaders of Indian National Congress. Okay, and they were called, or they were referred as, moderators. Several other leaders were not in favor of such a soft approach. They felt that they would gain nothing by following such an approach. They preferred a stronger and more active opposition against British. They wanted Swaraj, and they were called radicals. When some leaders are fighting with soft approach, that not to fight, we just only have a point to be discussed with Britishers, that we want more better life under their rule. But at the same time, some other leaders were not in favor of such a soft approach. They felt that they would gain nothing. They would gain nothing by following such an approach. But what they want, they preferred more stronger and more active opposition against British. Okay, they wanted Swaraj. What is the meaning of Swaraj? Swaraj means self-rule. They want self-rule in their country, in the country India, as India is our country. So the leader wants what? The leader wanted Swaraj, self-rule for the country. Understood? Now here are some leaders who think that we we will not gain anything from such a soft approach. We want more active opposition against British. So there are some leaders: Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Bipin Chandra Pal, and Lala Lajpat Rai. These are some leaders: Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Bipin Chandra Pal, and Lala Lajpat Rai. They want stronger and more active opposition against British. What they do? Let's see. Bal Gangadhar Tilak declared that freedom is my right, freedom is my birthright, and I shall have it. Bal Gangadhar Tilak declared that freedom is my birthright and I shall have it. He started a newspaper called Kesari. He started his newspaper called Kesari. In that newspaper, he spoke against British. He spoke about British. He wanted to arouse the feeling of patriotism in Indians. Bal Gangadhar Tilak wanted people to have the feeling of patriotism in them. Alright, this is the strongest opposition against British, that the partition of Bengal. As you know that Britishers were worried about the growing feeling of nationalism among Indians. Because of all these leaders, all these approaches, the Britishers were worried about what? About the growing feeling of nationalism among Indians. They realized that if people of India got united, they could easily throw the British out. Okay, although till now nothing actually happens, but now Britishers are getting worried. Now Britishers were getting worried that if the feeling of nationalism grows in Indians, they united and they throw out British. Right? One of the way in which they could prevent Indian from uniting was to divide. What way Britishers found at that time to prevent Indians from getting uniting? This is a very famous thing you all have heard: divide and rule. It means divide the people and rule on them. So this is the way Britishers found to prevent themselves. They thought if they divide Indians from uniting on the basis of religion, they will rule on them. This is the main thing which Britishers did. They wanted to divide because at that time the feeling of nationalism was the strongest in Bengal. At that time the feeling of nationalism was strongest in Bengal. So in 1905 they decided to divide Bengal into two parts. Who decided? Britishers. Britishers at that time decided to divide the Bengal into two parts. Why? Because Bengal is that place where the feeling of nationalism was strongest. So they want to divide Bengal into two parts, one part for Hindus and other parts for Muslims. This is a major step the Britishers wanted to take to divide and rule. They divide Indians on the basis of religion. They wanted to divide the Indian on the basis of religion. They want to give one part to Hindus and other part to Muslim. They are dividing the Indians on the basis of religion. Okay. Why Britishers were worried? Britishers were worried because of the growing feeling of nationalism among Indians, and they worried that if Indians were uniting, if the people of India got united, they could easily throw British out of their country. Okay, so they found one way to prevent themselves. They want to by dividing the Bengal into two parts, one part for Hindus and one part for Muslim. They want to divide and rule on the basis of religion, and they decided to divide the Bengal in 1905. Okay, now you understood the partition of Bengal. This is the map showing the partition of Bengal. East India Company, or you can say the British, wants to divide the Bengal into two parts. One part they want to give to Hindu, and the other part to Muslims. But the Indians strongly protest against the division of Bengal. The Indians strongly protest against the division of Bengal. The anger in the people gave rise to Swadeshi movement. Okay, now we talk about Swadeshi movement. Swadeshi movement, after what big decision of British, Swadeshi movement came? Swadeshi movement came after the division of Bengal. Alright, the Indians strongly protested against the division of Bengal. The anger in the people gave rise to Swadeshi movement. And what is the meaning of Swadeshi? Swadeshi means own country. Swadeshi means own country. People pledged to use goods made in their country. People pledged to use only the goods made in their country. Means they are earlier they were using the goods from British. Now they took a pledge that they use only those products which made in their country. They boycotted and bonfire of British goods, especially clothes. They collected the clothes. They generally collected the British goods, especially the clothes, and put it on fire. This movement started in Bengal, and soon it spread to other parts of India. Students and women participated in the movement. Okay, when did Swadeshi movement came? After partition of, or you can say division of Bengal. Okay, after the division of Bengal, boycott British goods. British try to ruthlessly put down this movement because people are collecting the clothes and putting them on fire. This made Britishers very angry. So they try to put down this movement. How? People were beaten, people were fined, they were mercilessly beaten by Britishers. But ultimately, the opposition to the partition of Bengal was successful and British were forced to reunite it. Okay. Because of Swadeshi movement, Britishers were very angry. They wants to put down this movement. How? What they use? People were fined, they were beaten, some were hanged, like this. But ultimately what happened? The opposition of the partition of Bengal was successful and British were forced to reunite Bengal. As they divided the Bengal into two parts, one for Hindu, one for Muslims. But due to the Swadeshi movement, due to the opposition of partition of Bengal, the British were forced to reunite it again. Okay. Now, activities of revolutionaries. Activities of revolutionaries. After the partition of Bengal, several young Indians started using more violent means to fight the British. After the partition of Bengal, several young Indians started using more violent means to fight with British. Means they are using some kinds of weapons or some other things which harm. They formed groups to fight and willing to sacrifice their lives for the country, for the freedom of the country, for the freedom of India. They formed groups, means they formed different groups in different parts of India and willing to sacrifice their life for the freedom of the country. They were called revolutionaries. They believed in fighting the British with arms, with weapons. They believed that soft approach doesn't do anything, doesn't gain anything. We have to fight with arms. We have to fight with Britishers with arms, with weapons. The movement was not successful and the movement was not successful and they were not joined by General Mass. Some important revolutionaries of this were Aurobindo Ghosh, Barun Ghosh, Khudiram Bose, Chandrasekhar Azad, Bhagat Singh, Sukhdev, Rajguru, Uddham Singh. These revolutionaries were using violent means to fight with British. They even formed several groups to fight and willing to sacrifice their life for the freedom of the country. But their movement was not very successful as they were not joined by general mass, means general people. So these are the revolutionary who were using violent means to fight with Britishers. Okay. World War First and after. World War First broke out in the year 1914. Lakhs of Indian soldiers fought with the British Army. Thousands were killed. Means Indian soldiers were sent for fighting in World War with British Army, and thousands were killed. So Indians thought that now Britishers become more sympathetic towards them after the war. But this could not happen. The British become even more harsher towards the Indians after the World War, as British imposed fresh taxes to recover losses suffered in the war. What Indian people thought? Indian people or people of India thought that after the World War, as our thousands of Indian soldiers were killed, British become more sympathetic, but this could not happen. Britishers even become more harsh, and they imposed fresh taxes to recover their losses suffered in World War First. After this, in 1915, Mahatma Gandhi came back to India from South Africa. Mahatma Gandhi in the year 1915 came back to India from South Africa, and soon he took the leadership of the independence movement, and the rest you all know. So here comes the end of the chapter, the struggle for independence. We will meet in other class. Till then, see the video again and try to learn the movements, name of the leaders. Okay? Sai Ram.